Welcome to musicmoveit.com, and today we're going to talk about a different way to make money through music, and that's doing jingles. Jingles, commercial jingles. They are used in conjunction with an advertisement that a company uses, and there's tons of different versions and different things I could bring up, but jingles are used every day, all the time. There's always music in commercials, and it helps. It helps bring a commercial to life for a certain product, and the companies pay big money for jingles. There's different versions of them, and I'll go over that in a minute. But just to give you an idea, like the McDonald's song, I'm sure many of you have heard that. Da 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 da, I'm loving it. That was written by Justin Timberlake and Pharrell, and it was produced by the Neptunes. And Pusha T had something to do with it as well, but I'm unclear exactly what that was, because there was like disputing versions of it. He claimed he wrote it, but then other people said he didn't, blah blah blah, whatever. But he did have a part in it. I believe there was a part where he rapped in the jingle. There was like a long version, but yeah, so they did that for McDonald's, and it's common. I mean, it's a common thing to write jingles for products. Now, the different ways, of course, are if, say, you had a song already done and it was for your album, and an advertiser for a company wanted to use that song. You would just have to license it to them. And there's different versions of that as well. There's where they would just use the song straight up as it is. Think of like a Chevy commercial or a Dodge truck commercial or whatever, and they use those old school rock songs as the background, things like that. Like John Mellencamp, I believe he was involved in some stuff like that, using his songs that came out a long time ago. So they could either license it as the regular song as it came out, or sometimes they license it and they change it up a little bit. Like they'll want to license it, but they might want to change the lyrics for their product. Like if it was Burger King, they might change the lyrics and put something about burgers in it or something. So they use the same music basically, but they might switch the lyrics up, maybe have someone else sing it. But they still must, get a license to use your work. And then, of course, there are works for hire, where they specifically would hire you to create a brand new jingle. So say it was like some new car company, and they were looking for a jingle for their commercial, and they would tell you what they wanted basically, and you would compose it, write it, arrange it, whatever, with whomever you want to sing on it, or if you did it all yourself, that's great. So basically, of course, you would get a fee. You would charge a fee for that. And then, of course, since it's a commercial, you would get publishing royalties, like down the line through ASCAP or BMI. And it could be very lucrative. Now, there's people who do it by themselves, or actually there's people that can do it by themselves. And then there are firms that actually hire. They're known just to do jingles and things like that. And they hire a staff of in-house producers, singers, guitar players, piano players, whatever they need. They have a small staff that they keep on and give them a salary. And then they go out looking to do jingles, or they have some written already and they present them to companies that are looking for that kind of thing. And that's all they do. And they make a killing because their staff who create it are on a salary. So they go out and take these songs that they make, charge a fee, and they get the publishing. Of course, hopefully they would distribute the publishing with all the musicians or whatnot, but there are shitty people out there that would keep it all for themselves. Some companies may do that. It depends on what the staff signed exactly. So it's all in the it all boils down to the contracts, like I always say. So that's basically the basics of how it works. There's a lot more little stuff that goes along the way as far as like contracts and getting paid, and it's all how you negotiate the contract. But it's not an impossible thing to do. You can. So basically, what does it mean for you as a indie artist or even a local artist? Some of you maybe are still. I mean, you could go around to companies in your neighborhood, honestly. I mean, I've seen people do it. You know, let's say there's a store in your town, they're franchised, they have like, 20 stores in the state you're in or something, or regionally or whatever. You could go to them and pitch a jingle for a commercial they may do, or things like that. It just takes a phone call or an email to see if somebody needs something like that. Maybe there's a pizza chain that needs something. You just got to go and present it to them and ask them, I can do this song for you. You can license it from me for this amount and things like that. Then there's also the thing of they'll put things in your contracts, like if they want to license your song, there'll be a period of time that they will need it for, and then they could put in the contract that when that period of time is up, if they still want to use it, they have the option to do that with higher fees to go to you. And there's also things that, like, they'll say, the advertiser will be like, we're going to license your song to use in our commercials for this amount of time, and it's exclusive. No other company can use it when we're using it, which makes sense. I mean, imagine two car companies using the same song in their commercials. It's a conflict of interest and confusion for buyers. That's what they would say. So, or sometimes they're a little more lenient and they'll say, we want to license this song from you, and we're going to use it for this amount of time, but no one else in our industry can use it. So that would mean, say it was a fast food chain. They're saying another fast food chain can't use it while we're using it during this time. But if a tire company comes along and wants to use it, they're okay with that. So there's tons of different things that go into contracts. You just got to get a good lawyer, read through them, and negotiate. And that's it. So basically, that's it. I mean, it's another way. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. I mean, you may not, say you're an indie artist and you do okay, you break even, maybe you make some money, you do some touring, you make some show money. If you're not making what you want, there are other avenues to go. Jingles, write jingles, or try to get songs licensed in commercials that you already have done that may relate to a company somehow, some way. So try it out. It can't hurt. I mean, you want to get some money coming in so you can live. Having multiple streams of revenue is key, and that's a big thing. Remember that. Think outside the box. You don't just have to do pop hits on the radio and things like that. There's tons of things to do in music. So, and maybe I'll cover some more things down the line in other videos. So, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I wanted to tell you to get your music uploaded to jamzmusic.com. That's JAMZ music.com. Go there. It's for every music genre. You pick your genre and you upload your music to the site. And it's another great place where music lovers go to listen to music. They can vote on their favorite songs, things like that. And this site also does like interviews. They'll do blog mentions. They'll do social media mentions of you and your website and things like that. So check it out. It's www.jamzmusic.com. JAMZmusic.com. The link is in the description with a bunch of other great links. So check them out, and hopefully they can help you in your career. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. There's a bell next to it. Hit that. You'll get notified by email to when a new video comes out. I appreciate you coming to check this video out, and I'll be back soon with something more. Leave some comments. What else do you want to discuss? What else do you want to hear? What do you need more education on? And I'll try my best to get to it. And I shall see you soon. Thank you.